Hi, my name is Kara, and I want to tell you about SacredG Fusion by Corey Herder and my experience using the SacredG technology. I found out about SacredG last year, which was 2008, in about May. It took me a couple times of looking up the website to go ahead and print a free tester, which I then put under my bed while I was sleeping. That night, when I lied down, I immediately noticed an increased input of energy in my brain. My mind kept going through all these thoughts and thinking. I was having all these creative ideas of feeling really inspired. And I fell asleep and woke up the next morning after a pretty short night of sleep, but feeling really energized and inspired. So I thought that was fantastic. I went and printed off more testers, and within a couple weeks had called up Corey and gotten 2 boxes of love activators to put under our bed. Well, the change that happened after sleeping on 2 boxes of the Love Activator posters, which have 300 posters in each case, so that's 600 posters, immediately I felt more beneficial sleep, more rested during the day, increased energy. I was feeling really creative. My business started transforming instantly. I started attracting all these really incredible people into my life, and people who were wanting more from me than I wanted to give, or were not really healthy people, started going away from my life without me having to do anything to really enhance that. It just seemed really magical the way that our life has transformed within this last year. My partner had a list of everything that he wanted in a new business space on a piece of paper, and he had had that list for over a year, and he had already outgrown his previous office space. And within 2 weeks of sleeping on the 2 boxes, he found the perfect office space that had every single thing listed on that list. It had just manifested. Additionally, I had an allergy that I had had for about 2 years prior to 2008, in which after I got the flu in like 2006, I ended up getting these hives where I would get physically cold on my skin, and my skin would get itchy and red, and that immediately started going away once I started sleeping on the SacredG. And that was amazing, because I got on the SacredG because I wanted more energy and more health and vitality. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of businesses that I'm working on, and I'm also a mom. And so I really wanted to enhance my health and my energy to be able to accomplish all that I dreamed to do in this lifetime. I was astounded, though, to have this allergy that once I had gotten it and researched it, it said that you can get it any time in your adult years and would last for the rest of your life. There were no solutions anywhere in the medical world or alternative world for dealing with this allergy, and it just immediately started going away, to the point where last winter I had a fabulous winter vacation for the first time in years, out in the snow and the woods going sledding, and it was just really wonderful. Additionally, this past winter, living here in the Northwest, I normally get kind of a little bit of a mood depression during the winter, the seasonal affectiveness disorder, and I completely did not experience any of that this last winter. It was a great winter. I felt really energized and active and in positive spirits throughout it. About last November, because our experience with the 2 boxes were so great that we upgraded to a bed set. We now have 8 boxes under our bed and 2 boxes under my 9-year-old's bed, 1 box under our couch. We put the SacredG everywhere. It's on our water bottles, it's on our fridge, it's in our fridge, it's in our kitchen cabinets, it's on my car, it's also on our computers as well too, and other places. I have it underneath my massage tables. When I was doing bodywork treatments with people, they were experiencing much more powerful releases as soon as I started incorporating the SacredG. So sleeping on the bed set has completely transformed my life. Both my partner's business has accelerated and grown in incredible, wonderful ways throughout this last year. My business has completely transformed. I've been able to focus and clarify on my goal of teaching and writing and have been able to focus on that in great ways, and it's just really satisfying. I'm so excited and inspired about life. I feel really good. Additionally, I've had a lifelong allergy of pollen, which has plagued me in the spring times, and right now I live in Oregon, in the worst pollen area in the United States, and this year I completely did not experience any spring allergies at all. Spring has often been in my past the one time of year that I might take some kind of pharmaceutical drug. Otherwise, I'm very naturally alternative medicine oriented, and that's how bad allergies are for me, but I completely have not experienced that. So the profound health and vitality that I've experienced, the amazing, creative, abundant, prosperous transformations of my business, my partner's business. My son has been transformed. He was having digestive issues and headaches and some emotional issues, and he is just so happy and loving now. We decided to homeschool him this year and are just really blessed to have all the resources that I need to be able to do that, because it's something that we wanted to do for a long time, but I didn't feel like I had the resources available to me, and everything that I've needed to accomplish my long-term dreams has come to me within this last year. Additionally, I had the loss of my mother this past February, which was a very sad experience, but I feel like the fact that I had been sleeping on the KaraSacredG really gave me the emotional capabilities to process this experience in the best way possible, to come to a really healing experience of my relationship with my mother, which I'm really grateful for, because my life just continues to transform. Over the past year, as soon as being on KaraSacredG, I felt the push to start cleaning up my diet. I immediately took out gluten and dairy and saw great results with my son, and myself just started craving more and more greens, and I was just craving them to the point where by February and March I was eating about 80% raw living food diet, and by May I've gone completely 100% raw foods. And that's been really incredible. It's something that I've been really interested in and have been learning about over the past 4 years, but never again felt like I had the resources or the strength to carry it through. This time it just happened so naturally. My body craved it. It's what my body wanted, and it's just fantastic. I've also lost weight. My partner's lost weight. I'm back to my pre-pregnancy shape, which I haven't been in 10 years, and I just feel really great about life. So we've recently upgraded to the new KaraSacredG Fusion bed set, and I cannot wait to see what transformations are going to happen in the next year. Over this past year, in order to learn as much about the KaraSacredG and understand why it works, I've probably watched about over 40 hours of Corey's videos on his website, which are very informative, and I highly recommend that you watch. I've studied Nassim Haramein's work and watched the Crossing the Event Horizon DVDs. I've been researching tons about sacred geometry, the new physics, epigenetics, conscious healing, and really have come to understand that KaraSacredG is really where it's at, and what Corey is teaching is real, and it's true, and it's authentic, and I'm really grateful for having this technology and Corey's teachings in my life. I really value having really intelligent people who are happy to give away this information for healing of our communities and ourselves and our planets, because this is what we need now at this really critical, vital time in our lives as a community and as a planet. We all need to get on this technology, because let me tell you, everybody that I've shared this technology with has made huge leaps and bounds, and it's just incredible to see people overcome lifelong chronic illnesses or lingering pains, or manifest their dream jobs, or help their children to heal, and it's just really wonderful. So I'm very glad to help support KaraSacredG and let you know that KaraSacredG by Corey Herder is where it's at. So get on it, and you can also find out more about me on the internet. My websites are www.mayahealingarts.com for conscious birth and bodywork education, www.mandalahoops.com for hoop dance, hoop yoga teachings, and KaraSacredG hoops. Also, check out rawvortex.com for live food recipes, inspiration, and information about radiant, abundant well-being. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care.